Okay, good morning all. From last lecture, we are discussing about the place mix concept in the marketing management. As we have earlier discussed that there are four P's of the marketing management. These four P's are used by the different professionals of marketing management to make their strategy depending on their product. From that, we have completed the product mix concept, price mix concept, and the third P is the place mix concept. In last lecture, we have discussed about the place mix, that is the uh, channels of the distribution. That concept we have discussed, and in that we have discussed the different functions of the channels of the distribution, different types of the channels of the distribution, and different intermediaries in the channels of the distribution, and different distribution strategies. And after that, we will now in this lecture we will discuss about the factors influencing the selection of the channels. Now mainly there are five factors that will affect the selection of the channel for any product. And the distribution selection of the distribution of the channel will play very important role, and this decision will be affected by following four factors or following four parameters. And that parameters are, and that first is the product consideration factors, then market consideration is the second factor, then after that third is the consumer consideration, fourth is the middleman consideration, and fifth factor is the manufacturer's consideration. These are the five factors, or five factors will influence the selection of the channel of the distribution. Then the first is the product consideration. Now here the nature and type of the product, it will help. Depending on the nature of the product and type of the product, we are going to decide the channel of the distribution. Now in this, following five parameters we have to consider while selecting the proper channel of the distribution. Now in this, the first parameter is in the product consideration is the price of the product. If the product is uh, highly priced product is there, then it means that number of buyers will be limited. Then as number of buyers are limited, there will be lesser number of middlemen will be involved to move the product from manufacturer to the actual consumer. And on the other side, if product is lower, having lower cost, then number of buyers will be quantity of number of buyers will be more. Then for the distribution, more channels or more middlemen will be required, so that that product will reach to the consumer efficiently or in the smoother way. In this way, if product price is higher, lesser middlemen will be there, and if product price is lower, more middlemen will be there in the distribution channel. Depending on the price of the product, you have to select the depending on the price of the product. In this way you are going to select the distribution channel. Then the second parameter in the product consideration is weight of the product. If the product is heavy in weight, of heavy or bulky product is there, then to reduce the handling cost of that product, transportation cost of that product will be directly supplied to the actual consumer or the end user. For example, you can say that coals, stones or cement, all these products will are heavy in weight or bulky products. These are bulky products. That's why lesser middlemen will be there, or no middleman will be there. Directly from producer or manufacturer, that component or that material or that product will be given to the end user or the consumer. Now on the other hand, if product is light in weight, means as light in weight is there, we it requires the its demand, its requires will be more middlemen will be there. And as more middlemen will be there, as product is very light, For example, you can say that toothpaste products, soap products, or shampoo products, from manufacturer it will go to the wholesaler or distributor, and from that distributor it will go to the retailers, and from that retailer it will given to the consumers. And in this way, if product is light, you have to select the different distribution channel, which consists of the different middlemen. And if product is heavy or bulky, you have to select the distribution channel which will be having lesser middleman or no middleman. And then next is the standardization of the product. If product is whenever your product is standardized, when a product is standardized means it is globally accepted product, means you can sell that product at each and every corner of the world. Means as it is, you can sell it in the each and every corner of the world. To supply that, it requires the more middlemen will be required. So depending on that, you have to select the distribution channel which involves the more middlemen. And if the product is non-standardized, means only specific buyers will be there, or very limited buyers will be there. Means you have to select a distribution channel with very less or no middlemen in that particular distribution channel. So in this way, depending on the standardization, if product is standardized, you have to select a distribution channel consisting of the more middlemen. And if product is non-standardized, means the buyers will be limited, number of buyers will be limited. Means you can select the distribution channel which are not having any middlemen in there. Okay. The next parameter in the product consideration that will influence the selection of the channels for distribution is the nature of the product. If nature of the product is perishable, means perishable nature means that particular product will be having very limited days of the life. For example, you can say that bread, that curd will be there, or milk products will be there. These are having very limited life. That's why from the manufacturer directly these are given to the retailers, and through that retailers it will reach to the actual consumers. Means very minimum middlemen will be required there if product is perishable. And if product is non-perishable, means its life is more, then you can involve more middlemen in that distribution channel, and you can select the distribution channel which is having more middlemen for non perishable nature products. And the products which are having perishable nature, you have to select a distribution channel with the lesser middlemen or no middlemen. Then the next parameter in the product consideration is after sale services. Now whenever some products whenever you are some products like vehicles, fridge, fridge, televisions, ACs, fans, it requires some after sale services, some repair service or other service has to be provided by that particular manufacturer. And that's why the channel distribution channel must be more available. More distribution channels and more channels should be available for that consumer, so that after sales service can be provided. Depending on that nature of that product, you have to, that particular manufacturer has to select the channel of the distribution. So these are the 5 parameters which we have to consider in the product consideration, and these factors will influence the selection of the channels for the distribution. The second parameter, second factors which will influence the selection of the channel is the market considerations. In this market consideration, the nature and type of the market and consumer will affect the nature and type of the market and consumers or customers. It will affect the decision for selecting the channels for the distribution. Now in this case, following 3 parameters you have to consider in this market consideration. Following 3 parameters you have to take into consideration while doing the selection of the channels for the distribution. The first factor is the market size. If the product is required to be sold in the larger area or bigger area, then requires long channel of the distribution should be there, and if it requires that limited area you have to cover, then the smaller channel of the distribution is sufficient. Longer channel of the when area is more, longer channel of distribution is selected. If market size is larger, means longer channel of the distribution is selected, means more middlemen will be required in that distribution channel. And if market size is smaller, means it is having very limited area, then the channel of the distribution is selected having very less middlemen or no middlemen. In this way, that channel of the distribution is selected. Then the second parameter considered in this market consideration is nature of the customers. And this nature of the customers means when buyers or customers are located in the thickly populated areas, then you can go for the channel of the distribution with no middlemen or lesser middlemen. And if the buyers are distributed over a large area, then it requires more middlemen, means more wholesalers and retailers are required in this case. So for the in that particular channel of the distributions. Okay, in this nature of the customer, if buyers are located in the small area, then the channel of distribution with no middleman is considered. And if the buyers are distributed over a large area, then channel of distribution having more middlemen, that is more wholesalers and retailers is considered. Now the third factor parameter considered in market consideration is location of the buyer. So this is the location of the buyer. Nature of the customer, I will repeat it again. For nature of the customer and location of the buyer, for nature of the customer, here whenever that particular product is used for industrial use, then that product can be given directly from manufacturer to that industrial use, to that particular industry. Then this nature will be considered as direct use customer nature. And means nature of the customer, in this nature of the customer, what you have to consider here, when that product is given for directly industrial use from manufacturer to the product, means no middleman will be required. And when that product is required to give to the actual consumer, then the channel of the distribution having more middlemen is the selected. And for the location of the buyer, when buyers are located in highly populated areas, then no the distribution channel selected should be with the minimum possible middlemen. And if the buyers are distributed over a large area, then channels selected for distribution will consist of more middlemen, that is more wholesalers and retailers will be there. So in this way, depending on the market size, nature of the customer and location of the buyer, the channel of the distribution is selected. And all these three parameters will be taken in the market considerations. Then the third factor here is the consumer consideration. Here in the consumer consideration, number of consumers or customers and quantity to be purchased by that customers or consumers, these two parameters plays very important role, or these two parameters will influence the selection of the channel of the distribution. If when number of customers are small and they are located at a in the nearer place, then the channel of distribution is selected in such a way that there will be no middleman or very few middlemen will be there. And if the number of customers are large and they are spread over the very large area, then the channel of distribution is selected having more middlemen, that is having more distributors, wholesalers and retailers. Then next point in this consumer consideration is quantity to be purchased. When customer purchases a large quantity of a particular product, then you should prefer direct when large quantity is to be purchased. Here when quantity is large, then in that moment in the selection channel should be having no middleman or very few middlemen. And if the quantity to be purchased is very small, then the more middlemen means more wholesalers or retailers should be involved in that channel of distribution. In this way, depending on the consumer consideration, depending on the number of customers and quantity to be purchased, that particular channel of distribution is selected. And the next parameter which is considered is the middleman's consideration. Here middleman's considerations means wholesalers, retailers and distributors, means commission given, that commission will be taken by that wholesalers, retailers or distributor, and commission taken by this will get reflected on that price. And whichever middlemen you are selecting, it should help to improve the sale of that particular product. Now in this case we are going to consider three parameters in this middleman consideration: availability, cost and effect on the sales. Availability means here proper and reliable middlemen should be available, so that it will be very possible to manufacturer to reach to the each and every consumer with the minimum possible cost. And then next parameter is the cost, that whichever middleman you are choosing, it should take the reasonable price, so that that product cost you can keep as far as consumer should get satisfied. Means whichever middleman is available, it should be available with the reasonable cost, so that you can compete with your that particular manufacturer can compete with their competitors. Then the next parameter, whichever middleman you are selecting, it should effect on the sales. Whichever middleman you are selecting, it should accelerate the sale of the product. That parameter you have to take into consideration. As far if that middleman does not helping you to increase the sales volume, then it is not recommended to involve that middleman in that distribution channel. You have to go for, if that middleman is increasing the sales volume of that particular product, then a more middlemen can be increased for in that distribution channel, or distribution channel having middlemen can be considered if it is increasing the sales volume. And if it does not helping to increase the sales volume, it is better to move that product from manufacturer to the actual consumer without middleman. Then next is next parameter here considered while selecting the channels of distribution is manufacturer's consideration. In this manufacturer's consideration, the objective, size, financial position of the manufacturer, it will affect the selection of the channel for the distribution. Now in this, while in the manufacturer's consideration, following three parameters are taken into consideration while selecting the channel for the distribution: financial position of that manufacturer, volume of the production and control over the distribution. If the financial position of that manufacturer is sound, then he can give that particular component on credit to the big consumers with by avoiding the middleman. And if the financial condition is not sound for that particular manufacturer, then he will try to involve more middlemen like wholesalers and distributors. Depending on the financial condition, of the manufacturer, the channel of the distribution will be selected. Okay, I will repeat it again. If financial condition of that particular manufacturer is sound, then channel of distribution will be selected, will be without middleman. means he can give that product to directly to the big consumers, avoiding the middleman. If financial condition is not sound, then that particular manufacturer will choose the channel of distribution having more middlemen like wholesalers or retailers, so that he will recollect its cost as far with the minimum time possible. Then second parameter considered in this manufacturer's consideration is the volume of the production. If large volume is there, then large volume manufacturer with larger volume of their product, then he will consider the channel of distribution without middlemen or very less middlemen will be involved. And if the volume of the manufacturer is very less, then it will choose the channel of distribution having more middlemen, that is having wholesaler or distributors or retailers. Okay, whenever volume of the production is more, then channel of distribution will be selected having no middlemen or very less middlemen. And whenever volume of the production is less, then channel of the distribution selected in such a way that it should have middlemen in that channel of distribution. Then control over distribution, the whichever channel of distribution is selected, that manufacturer should have tight control over that distribution channel, and whichever channel is in control of that manufacturer is selected for the distribution of that particular product. Now so in this way the conclusion will be like in this way, that decision about particular channel will be taken by considering the 5 parameters. That 5 parameters are product considerations, market considerations, consumer considerations, then middleman consideration, and manufacturers consideration. Depending on these 5 factors, or these 5 factors will affect the selection of the channels for the distribution. Now whichever selection while doing the selection of the proper channel of distribution, following things must be achieved, that should be considered by that particular organization. Means whichever channel of the distribution is selected, that channel of the distribution should be having minimum possible cost. This care should be taken while selecting the channel of the distribution. You should take care that following aims or condition must be satisfied. That condition, first condition is cost of distribution should be minimum as possible. Then promotional effort should be maximum. Then third is maximum geographical market area should be covered in that channel. Whichever channel of distribution you are selecting, through that channel you should be able to give your product to the larger, distribute your product to the larger number of customers. That product should reach to the large quantity of the consumers. Then it should be whichever channel of distribution that organization or manufacturer is selecting, it should be able that consumer should get satisfied, that whichever that consumer satisfaction level achieved should be maximum. And whichever channel of distribution is selected, it should be financially affordable for the manufacturer. So in this way the decision for selection of the channel of distribution will be taken in such a way that all these 5 conditions will be satisfied. So in this way we have discussed about the factors affecting the selection of the channels of the distribution, and the while selecting the channel of the distribution which condition should be satisfied, that we have discussed in this lecture. In the now in the next lecture we will start the concept of the promotion mix. Okay, thank you.